Hey, this is same but vegan, as in, oh my god, I want sushi. Same, but vegan. These are the ingredients we're going to be working with today. I've got seaweed, also known as nori, sushi rice, cucumber, carrot, avocado, and oyster mushrooms. Start with the rice first. That's going to take the longest, and it has to cool down before we can assemble our rolls. Sushi rice needs to be rinsed. It will take a few tries of rinsing and straining before you end up with more clear water. It will look milky like this beforehand. Now that I've got it clear, I can start my rice. I'm going to peel the carrot. And just cut it into thin slices. Then cut these thin slices into matchsticks. Of course, Sushi needs a little piece of carrot. I'm gonna peel the cucumber, but not all over. I do want the green color, but I just don't want it to be too tough to bite into. Then chop off the ends. You could leave the cucumber in larger chunks. I was trying to duplicate a California roll, so I thinly sliced it into matchsticks just like I did with the carrot. Try to find the pieces with the least amount of seeds or watery content. You really want the crunchier bits. With the oyster mushrooms, we're just going to pull them apart and shred them. This is going to be our imitation crab, basically. The texture isn't quite right with them raw, so I'm going to go ahead and saute them and lightly season them. When you cook oyster mushrooms, it brings out a completely different flavor. these on about a medium heat. You can turn it up a little bit if you find it's going too slow. I add about a teaspoon of sesame oil. Salt. Throw in your oyster mushrooms. Add a little water if they start to stick. And what else? Garlic powder. Once the moisture starts to come out of these, they're pretty much done. And when your rice is done, you're going to want to fluff it. Very delicately though. You don't want mushy, smushed rice. Transfer it to a bowl and cover with a damp towel. Next, we want to make long cuts in our avocado. And we're ready to start assembling. I find it easiest to have all of my ingredients ready because once you start to put the rice on the seaweed, it will change in texture, it'll absorb the moisture. There's a rough side and a smooth side. You want the smooth side on the outside, so it goes down, rough side up. Have a little bowl of water on hand for your knife or your fingers if rice starts to stick. When you're spreading out your rice, one of the most important areas to make sure that you remember to cover are the edges, because otherwise you'll end up with a concaved end piece on your sushi roll. Just try to evenly spread it out as best you can. You want to leave a little gap at the top. That's the part that's going to overlay, and make sure your roll seals closed. And now you can put your toppings on. When you're rolling, fold over and then pull towards you to keep your roll tightly wrapped. Then pinch down and roll forward. Then you'll want to give it a little squeeze and let it sit for a second so it can seal itself closed. And there it is. Take your bowl of water and dip a hand towel in the water and wipe your blade before cutting so that the rice does not stick. It's better to use a straight blade instead of a perforated knife, but this was the sharpest knife that I had. Thankfully, it didn't tear up the seaweed sheet. Helping keep it straight, use your sushi roller. It kind of helps you measure out how large a piece is, and it makes sure nothing falls apart or rips. And now it's ready to plate. You definitely need wasabi and ginger. When you're making sushi at home, it really makes it feel authentic or bring it to the next level. A little soy sauce. And my favorite, toasted sesame seeds. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope you try this out at home, and we'll see you soon.